Today I want to talk about crystals or other artifacts that you're using. So mana, Hawaiian culture, mana is energy. Hawaiians believe that everything holds energy, just like the elements. Everything comes from the elements. Everything on this earth, you know what I mean, is basically coming from the elements, which are air, fire, water, earth, and spirit, which would be like your soul. So everything here comes from those elements. But what I want to talk about is just knowing your base energy, like knowing your nervous system as well. So nervous system regulation. When you are a baby, this goes back to like being in the womb as well too. So Dianetics is the process of tracing back like triggers that could be in the womb. It deals with being unconscious, and that's where in your subconscious these triggers are placed. So how does that relate to this at all? So your nervous system, when you are in the womb, but also when you're born, your nervous system likes to regulate itself. But if the environment in the womb was not healthy, then your body will adapt. That's what your body's supposed to do. It adapts. So by adapting, it is basically teaching yourself these are the normal conditions. Like these are the conditions. So your nervous system will like to stay at that, let's just say, frequency. So whatever feels normal to you, like that is your normal. But if your normal was chaotic and unhealthy, toxic, that's not really normal. So your nervous system doesn't know that that is not normal. So basically what I'm saying is you need to be aware of these triggers and to regulate your nervous system. So you know that your nervous system is regulated. So how can you do this? So one way to do this is to meditate or go in a place where you feel safe, secure, and you could just relax wherever that is for you. That could be in your room, that could be in your car, that could be outside in nature. Wherever that is for you, go in that space and just sit there, just relax, breathe, listen to your heartbeat, and just breathe. That feeling you get right there, that is a regulated nervous system. That's your base. That's what you should try to be in as much as you can. It's impossible to be in that state all the time because we're constantly being bombarded by triggers. What are the triggers? Triggers could be sunlight, like how the light is on the back of me. Triggers could be it's too hot, it's too cold, other people, anything. There's a lot of triggers that can affect your nervous system, and you might not even know until it's kind of too late. Like, oh, I'm hot, so I'm sweating, or it's cold, so I'm gonna put on a jacket or something. But all of this is happening underneath, like on a cellular level. So scientifically, if we talk about vibration, your cells are vibrating all the time. Nothing is really solid if you think about it in terms of atoms and charge, so electrons, negative, protons, and things like that. Everything is moving, it's vibrating. And you resonate with certain people because you are on the same vibrational frequency. So in terms of your environment, that's why you will pick up that frequency, is because you're in that environment, and let's say you're a child, so you pretty much kind of escape the environment. You're conditioning your body, your mind, and everything to be in that state, just because it's basically a prison. Like, you can't leave. Like, maybe you can go into your room if you have your own room, or you could basically just try to create space or isolate yourself as much as you can. That's not always possible, so that's why I'm bringing this up. Knowing what is your base is very important, because like I said, that brings you back to, okay, this is the base. Like, this is the normal, this is what it should be, this is what I should be feeling, as much as you can. So now we introduce other things. So we introduce things like artifacts, like how I said, crystals. We got different metals. We also have fabrics, like these fabrics. All of these things hold energy. They hold a frequency, a vibration, because like I said, they're made up of different elements. And we know that energy is only transferred. Energy is not lost. Wow. So yeah, energy is only transferred, it's not lost. So knowing this, how can this help you? So certain crystals, you can look them up. They have certain vibrations. They can help you. Also certain colors. If you look into the chakra system, your body has a lot of different chakras, but mainly the ones that people focus on are the colors of the rainbow. So Roy G. Biv: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So the colors of the rainbow, those are the chakra systems. But we've also learned to associate certain colors with certain vibrations as well. So blue might be calming for you. It might be maybe it'll put you to sleep, but it's supposed to be calming, like water. Water is supposed to be very tranquil. It's supposed to be peaceful. You know, water can also be very erratic, like storms, waves crashing, things like that. But on a very basic level, blue is calming. And then you have like things like red. Red is represents like fire. So again, this goes with the elements as well. So red is more of like an energetic boost. Fire is, you know, it's the flame bounces all around. It can destroy things, but it can also create things. So like if you put metal in fire, it melts it, and you can manipulate the metal and make it into something else. So how does this all tie in together? Basically what I'm saying is, when you know your base nervous system, what is the normal, and you start adding different things to it, it is a lot easier to know what effect that has. So these this is black onyx. It's supposed to be grounding. It's supposed to focus you. It's supposed to help with your willpower and also protection. Then we also have like gold. Gold is the energy of the sun, so it's supposed to be very masculine, projective. What else do I have on right now? I have Moldavite. There's high vibration. We also got clear quartz, and then I have Libyan desert glass, which is clear quartz. I'm bringing this up because I've noticed since I've started wearing the Moldavite and the Libyan desert glass, a lot of things have been coming up. That's what it's supposed to do. These are very transformational crystals. They're supposed to bring up things from the subconscious. And it's supposed to raise your vibration. So basically what it's telling me right now is I have things that are keeping me in a low vibration. That's why they're coming up to the surface, and they need to be looked at. So I've been very irritable lately. Possibly even my mind is running. I'm not really going to sleep, you know. So it's good to know the vibration of whatever you're using. It doesn't have to be crystal. It could be a metal. Could be an artifact. And then how is it affecting you? Because a lot of people like to add things to their energy and they don't even know how it's affecting them. So like music or social media, or you're watching podcasts, like emotions is it bringing up? And then I've noticed since I've been wearing like this black onyx, like black onyx is supposed to absorb energy, it's supposed to protect you. But because it's doing that, I need to be careful because it is absorbing negative energy, and I feel like it's holding on to the negative energy. So it's doing its job, but I need to be conscious of my energy in terms of always clearing it out. Like in the morning, clear it out, and even throughout the day, you know, like clear out your energy, cleanse your energy, especially before you go to sleep. I talked about rituals you can do before you go to sleep to help you. In other videos, you might want to look at that can help you as well. But this is more focusing on things that can affect your energy, especially if you're kind of new to the journey of crystals. There are certain crystals that are, like I said, high vibrational that you probably don't want to work with in the beginning, just because it can be intense. And then when you're working with high vibrational crystals, you want to ground yourself. There's different crystals, so like black onyx, black tourmaline, numite. There's a lot of different ones. You can look them up online. Even things like shungite or like an amethyst. But there's different crystals for different things that you're trying to do. So look them up. What do other people use them for? But also listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. So that's why I've been wearing what I'm wearing. You know, intuitively, I'm like, okay, I should wear this. And then I've taken off things as well. So listen to your body. And then when things break, it's also a reason. A lot of people think whenever something breaks, especially like a crystal, they believe that it's done its job or it's protected you in some way. So don't feel bad about it, or don't feel like, oh, I need to replace it right away. Kind of just let things settle down for a little bit and see what happens, and then just go from there. But yeah, so that's kind of it. I just wanted to touch base on the things that can affect your energy, especially when you're okay. So gifts, like I've talked about this on another one too, so I will just mention it a little bit. Like they can hold energy from depending on who it's from and the intention they have for it. That can hold energy, and it might not always be good. So again, knowing your base, like your nervous system, what is normal for you, what is like a base for you is important, because when you start adding things, it can change. Like it'll definitely change. And then this goes along with like fluids, so water, you know, juice, sodas, if you drink sodas, all that stuff, that's changing your vibration because it is displacing the protons and electrons. So basically your charge, your energetic charge, it's changing that. And salinity, so the higher the salt content, the more conductive it is. So the more salt you have in your body, the more you should be reactive to energy. And then the more water you have in your body, the less, like it'll dilute the charges in your body. So you might not feel it as much, or you might feel it more. But these are all things that can affect your energy. So it's good to know like your base level. So when you start adding things, like I said, you can pinpoint, okay, this is what is going on with this. Let's for example, so when I said the black onyx, like, okay, when I added the black onyx, I started feeling more of like a anger coming up. But that's also what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to bring up things, you know what I mean? Like it's supposed to protect me, but it's also supposed to bring up subconscious things that I need to work on. So it's grounding. It's bringing these things up to my mind to ground my energy. Like, okay, this feeling, and it's coming from maybe this event that happened during the day, or maybe a lot of the times, if it's coming from subconscious, this is happening in the past. So your childhood or some type of trauma, it's bringing that up because either something is triggering that in your environment for it to come up, or there's something there that needs to be healed. So this is basically why I'm bringing it up. This is just my experience currently. I just wanted to share my experience with you. This has happened before with when I wear black crystals, especially. Other people have said this as well too, but when I, like I said, when I wear high vibrational crystals, I like to ground myself. and I choose certain crystals to do that. And this black onyx is one of the crystals I choose to ground with. Also, you can use woods. This is mango wood. Even like I have over here, I have jade. Different, like I said, artifacts are used. Listen to your body, listen to your intuition. If you're guided to look something up, you know, there's a reason why you're doing that. I know a lot of crystals and things have come into my life when I needed them. That's why I tend to listen to myself in terms of intuition a lot lately. Or not even lately, just in general. I've learned to fine tune it, like, okay, this is what I need, this is what is affecting me, this is what I need to let go of at this time. So I'm just trying to help you by telling you this, whatever point you are in your journey. Maybe you're there, maybe you're getting there, but yeah, this is what is going on in my mind right now. So I figured I'd just share it with you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, share, all that stuff. Check out my website for the services I offer, and as always, be on the lookout for other content as well. So I'll see you guys on the next video, and I hope you guys have a great day.